Have you ever stopped to think that some of your spending habits today might be silently delaying your financial freedom? Most people don't realize it, but there are 8 common expenses that slowly drain your independence, and they can cost you far more than just money. If you want to make sure your money works for you and not against you, stick with me until the end. And if you find this type of content valuable, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. It helps spread this message to more people who also need to reclaim control over their lives. Now, let's get straight to the point. I'm going to show you the invisible mistakes that are sabotaging your plans and how simple choices can completely transform your life in the years to come. What you're about to hear could forever change the way you see your finances and your freedom. Now that you've realized how silent financial decisions can shape or quietly erode your freedom, it's time to go deeper. Pause for a moment and ask yourself, am I truly using my money today to build the life I want? Or am I unknowingly financing a life I no longer even desire? Most people believe that achieving financial freedom after 60 is all about how much money you've managed to save over the years. Savings matter, of course. But what many don't realize is that true freedom has less to do with the size of your bank account and much more to do with the quality of the choices you make every single day. It's about your ability to protect what is truly irreplaceable: your time, your peace of mind, and your autonomy. Imagine waking up tomorrow and knowing, deep down, that every single dollar you spend is a conscious, deliberate investment in your personal freedom, not an invisible leak slowly draining away your future opportunities. Imagine the confidence and serenity that come from being able to choose where you want to live, how you want to travel, who you want to spend your precious time with, all because your financial life is fully aligned with your real dreams, not outdated habits or silent obligations. But here's the truth. To reach that point, you have to turn the lights on. You have to be willing to take an honest look at the hidden areas where your money is being quietly wasted. These are small, often overlooked expenses that, over time, erode your freedom more than any single bad investment ever could. They're easy to miss, precisely because they've become so familiar. They feel normal, but they're not. They're barriers standing between you and the life you could be living more fully. And that's exactly what I'm here to help you uncover. In the next few moments, I'm going to show you specific ways your money might be slipping through your fingers without you even noticing. Each unnecessary expense represents more than just lost cash. It represents lost possibilities. Lost chances to reclaim your independence, your calm, and your ability to live on your own terms. Think about it. Every dollar you rescue from waste is a dollar you can use to strengthen your future, create memories that matter, or simply enjoy a lighter, freer life. It's not just about financial tips or budgeting hacks. It's about reconnecting with your deepest priorities and making sure that your money truly serves them. So stay with me and pay close attention to each point I'll reveal. Because right now, you are standing at the threshold of real change, and the decisions you make today could unlock doors to freedom that you thought were long closed. Expense. Number 1. Unused automatic subscriptions. The first silent thief of your financial freedom is hidden in plain sight. Automatic subscriptions that quietly drain your money month after month without a second thought. Think about it. How many streaming services are you still paying for, even though you rarely, if ever, watch them? How many digital magazines, apps, or membership sites once promised convenience, entertainment, or personal growth, but now just sit there, taking a small bite out of your bank account every single month? Individually, these costs seem trivial. $5 here, $10 there. And that's exactly what makes them so dangerous. They operate under the radar, slipping through your budget almost unnoticed, slowly but steadily eroding your financial independence. It's not just about the dollars you lose. It's about what those dollars could have become if redirected toward your real dreams and goals. Every forgotten subscription is a piece of your freedom being sold off without your consent. Here's the action step. Conduct a financial cleanup today. Review your bank statements, credit card charges, and App Store subscriptions. Cancel anything that no longer adds real value to your life. It's like opening the windows of a house that's been sealed for too long. The stale air clears, and suddenly you can breathe again. You'll be surprised at how much you can reclaim, not just financially but emotionally. And the best part, this is just the first door we're opening. Expense number 2. Impulse purchases of rarely used items. The second saboteur of your financial freedom is even sneakier: impulse buying. The small emotional decisions that clutter your life and quietly empty your wallet. How many pieces of clothing still have the tags on? How many gadgets promised to change your life but ended up abandoned in a drawer? How many limited-time offers convinced you to spend on things you didn't actually need? Every impulse purchase feels harmless at the time, but each one is like a tiny invisible cut to your independence. Over time, those cuts add up, draining not just your money, but also your energy and focus. Before buying anything, pause and ask yourself, will this truly improve my life? Or am I just trying to fill a temporary emotional gap? Intentional buying turns every dollar into an ally of your dreams. Instead of funding short-lived satisfaction, you start investing in experiences, opportunities, and choices that build real happiness. Impulse control isn't about deprivation, it's about redirection, using your resources to create a life that feels lighter, freer, and more genuinely yours. And now, as we move forward, we're about to tackle something even deeper. A hidden expense that doesn't just drain your wallet, it also impacts your safety, your peace of mind, and the emotional foundation of your future. Expense. Number 3. Oversized health plans or insurance policies. Now, let's talk about an expense that most people see as essential, and rightly so: health plans and insurance policies. Having protection in place is crucial for your peace of mind and your future security. However, if these policies are not chosen with precision, they can quietly become an unnecessary burden on your finances. Paying for coverage you don't truly need, or maintaining plans loaded with services you'll never use, is like carrying a heavy suitcase filled with rocks, believing you're transporting treasures. The weight is real, but the value isn't. When was the last time you sat down and actually reviewed your insurance policies? Do they still match your current needs and reality? Or are you paying for benefits that made sense years ago but no longer align with your lifestyle today? Taking a close look at your real protection needs, your health status, your family situation, your living arrangements, can lead you to smarter, lighter choices. You can still be well protected without overpaying for unnecessary extras. Financial freedom isn't just about having resources. It's also about making decisions that preserve and maximize those resources. Sometimes it means having the courage to say no to outdated contracts, no matter how long you've held onto them. In the next section, we're going to uncover an emotional expense that often flies under the radar, and yet can quietly drain not just your finances, but your sense of balance and security. Expense number 4. Overspending on gifts for family. Giving gifts to loved ones is one of the purest and most fulfilling expressions of affection we have. But when gift-giving becomes an obligation, or turns into a form of silent pressure, it can start to sabotage your financial freedom, often without you even realizing it. How many times have you felt the need to spend more than you could comfortably afford just to meet someone else's expectations? How often have you put your own financial well-being second to avoid disappointing children, grandchildren, or friends? True generosity isn't measured by the size or price of the gift. It's found in the intention behind the gesture, the love, the thoughtfulness, the time you dedicate. Presence often outweighs any present. When you choose to give within your means, you're not only protecting your own stability, you're setting a powerful example of healthy boundaries and authentic generosity. Remember, safeguarding your financial freedom is also an act of love. By maintaining your independence and security, you ensure that you'll continue to be there, strong, stable, and joyful, for the people who matter most to you. And speaking of protecting what's yours, next we'll address an expense that seems harmless on the surface, but that can quietly chip away at your stability over time. Expense number 5. Maintaining a house or car that's no longer worth it. How often do we find ourselves holding on to a big house or an aging car simply out of habit? Sometimes it's pride, sometimes it's the fear of change. Either way, clinging to something that no longer serves your life can quietly and powerfully hold you back. Here's a truth many avoid confronting. What once symbolized success can turn into a heavy chain on your freedom. Big houses come with big responsibilities. Maintenance costs, property taxes, constant repairs. All of it adds up, draining your time, energy, and finances without you even realizing it. Old cars, no matter how many memories they carry, can also become financial sinkholes, needing frequent repairs, increasingly rare parts, and higher insurance costs. Ask yourself with honesty, is this house or car still aligned with the life I want to live today? Or is it consuming resources that could be fueling new dreams? Letting go of excess isn't a defeat. It's a conscious, courageous move toward a lighter, freer, and more intentional life. It's choosing experiences over endless maintenance. It's redirecting your energy and money toward what truly brings you joy, well-being, and real quality of life. Releasing what has already fulfilled its purpose isn't about loss. It's an act of emotional and financial intelligence, a powerful declaration that your best days are still ahead, not behind. And speaking of smart decisions, next we'll look at an expense that is pure pleasure at first glance, but can turn into a hidden trap if not handled wisely. Expense number 6, traveling or going on outings beyond your budget. Traveling is one of life's greatest privileges. After 60, being able to explore new places, meet new people, and experience different cultures is truly a gift, one that should be fully enjoyed. But here's something essential to remember. If a trip pushes you beyond your financial limits, the joy it brings can quickly turn into stress, debt, and lost freedom. Luxury hotels you don't really need, extravagant packages that promise magic, impulsive shopping sprees in tourist areas. All these things seem harmless in the moment, but when you return home, the financial burden lingers long after the vacation glow has faded. Interestingly, the most unforgettable trips are rarely the ones where we spent the most money. They're the ones where we truly connected, with a new place, with local people, and with ourselves. Before planning your next getaway, pause and ask yourself, am I investing in meaningful memories, or am I chasing temporary excitement? Traveling within your means ensures that the memories you bring home are purely joyful, not overshadowed by bills and regret. And now, it's time to address an even subtler drain on your freedom, the invisible financial support we sometimes give without realizing how much it impacts our future. Expense number 7, frequent and unplanned financial support for others. Helping those we love is a noble and deeply human act. But when that help becomes frequent, automatic, and given without reflection, it can quietly evolve into one of the greatest threats to your financial freedom. Many people, often out of love, guilt, or a sense of duty, find themselves consistently covering expenses for children, grandchildren, or friends. At first, it may seem like a small favor, paying a bill here, covering a shortfall there. But over time, these small gestures accumulate, creating an invisible burden that drains your savings, restricts your opportunities, and undermines your long-term security. The question you need to ask yourself is simple but powerful. Does this act of support fit into my financial plan, or am I sacrificing my peace and my future? Setting clear financial boundaries is not selfishness, it's wisdom. When you respectfully decline requests that exceed your limits, you're not just protecting yourself, you're also encouraging those you love to grow stronger and become more independent. Saying no when necessary is actually saying yes to your well-being, your stability, and your ability to be present, not just now, but in the years to come. Always remember, you can only truly help others when you are strong, stable, and at peace with yourself. And now, to wrap up this journey through hidden expenses, it's time to shine a light on perhaps the most overlooked financial trap, one that hides inside your daily habits. Expense 8. Small daily expenses that seem harmless. The biggest threat to your financial freedom often isn't a major purchase. It's the accumulation of small, seemingly harmless expenses that creep into your daily life. A coffee picked up on the go, an extra dessert tossed into the grocery cart, a spontaneous online order made late at night. Individually, these little indulgences seem meaningless, but over weeks and months, they silently add up, creating a significant and steady leak in your finances. These small expenses are dangerous precisely because they don't feel like a threat. They blend into the background of your routine, weakening your decision-making and reducing the amount of money you have available for the things that truly matter. The question that can transform your financial life is this: Does this small expense truly contribute to the life I want to build? Becoming mindful of these daily decisions doesn't mean living with scarcity. It means aligning your money with your values and dreams, using every dollar as a conscious tool for freedom and fulfillment. Now that you understand the 8 hidden expenses that silently sabotage your financial freedom, it's time to act with clarity and intention. Because your future deserves more than unconscious spending. It deserves decisions that truly honor the life you want to create. Every small change you make today is like planting a seed, one that will grow into more autonomy, more peace of mind, and more choices that are truly yours in the future. Remember, financial freedom after 60 isn't about living in fear or deprivation. It's about choosing wisely, honoring what truly matters to you, and directing your resources toward what brings real happiness. Eliminating automatic expenses, cutting back on excess, and investing in what truly fulfills you, all of it builds a new path. The path of someone who lives with lightness, security, and pride in their own choices. You don't need luck to achieve freedom. You just need awareness and action. And the good news is, you've already taken the first step today. You opened your eyes to what was hidden. Now comes the best part, turning that awareness into action and reaping the rewards of this new phase of your life. If this video brought you clarity and shed some light on how to use your money to your advantage, don't let this transformation stop here. Like the video so this message can reach more people who also deserve to live with freedom. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Every week, I share practical and powerful tips to strengthen your autonomy, your security, and your quality of life. Together, we're building a lighter, more conscious, and opportunity-filled journey into maturity. Your next step starts now.